Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We are very happy and excited to welcome you back at IANL, the North Finchley Mosque. As you all know, many things have had to change during this pandemic. How we'll be using the mosque in these unusual times will also be very different from what we are used to. At the Islamic Association of North London, we have been working hard to ensure that when you come to pray at the mosque, every effort is made to minimize the risk of spreading the coronavirus. So what has changed? Before you leave home, you must book a ticket online. For details, check our website. Once you have a confirmed ticket for a particular prayer, you must also perform your wudu at home, as the wudu and toilet facilities are no longer available at the masjid. You must also make sure you are not feeling unwell and bring with you your own prayer mat, face mask, and a bag for your shoes. You should not arrive too early, as we want to avoid queuing outside on the pavement in front of the masjid. The gates will open just 15 minutes before the prayer time. At the entrance, you will be greeted by our volunteers. They will remind you about social distancing while queuing and within the mosque. Make sure you have your ticket ready for validation, worn a face mask, a prayer mat, and a bag for your shoes. You will also be asked to confirm that you have wudu. If you do not meet any of these requirements, you will be asked to leave and return for another prayer, inshallah. Walk along the path marked by the barriers and ensure to stay at least 2 meters from other musallin by standing on the clearly marked lines. You should not bring any other items with you, such as shopping or luggage, nor should you bring any children with you. People aged 70 or over, and those with underlying health conditions, and those who are shielding should not attend the masjid. Our volunteers will be on hand to guide you, so please follow the instructions. If you are early, you will be asked to queue outside on the ramp leading up to the door. Once inside the foyer, you will be directed by one of our stewards to a prayer hall with vacant spaces. Take off your shoes and keep them in the bag you've brought with you. Shoe racks will not be available for use, and as we are operating a one-way system, you will not be able to return to collect your shoes. In the prayer hall, you will be directed to a vacant prayer space. These are clearly marked. Place your own prayer mat on this space, sit down and await the prayer to commence. If you wish, you can use this time to engage in dhikr and recitation of the Quran. You should use an app on your phone or your own mushaf, as all the masahif and bookshelves in the mosque are not to be touched. Whilst within the mosque, you should not hug or shake hands with anyone. Your face mask should be worn over your mouth and nose throughout, even whilst praying. Once the prayer is finished, all the musallin will be directed to their exits. You should not pray any other prayers, but rather pray all nafil and sunnah prayers at home. If you have prayed in the basement hall, you will be directed to leave via the side fire exit, up the steps, and out through gate B. If you have prayed in the first floor hall, you will be directed to leave via the normal exit, down the main stairwell, and out through gate C. This will ensure that there is no congestion and reduce the risk of spreading any infection. You should not wait to speak to the Imam, as he will not be holding any face-to-face consultations at this time. The Imams can be contacted as per usual using the contact details on our website. As you leave the mosque, please make sure you are observing social distancing measures using the floor markings. Once you have left the mosque, you should not gather with others and make your way home or to your place of work. Once you have left, our staff and volunteers will be sanitizing surfaces in preparation for the next prayer. We hope that these measures will allow the masjid to host a limited number of musallin during this time of trial. And we hope that with your cooperation we can continue to provide a safe prayer space and service. We thank you all for your patience and humbly request your du'as that Allah continues to protect our community and Muslims around the world. We also ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect our iman, our health and our families during these difficult times. Jazakumullahu khairan. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.